Hello once again. Well, shout out to the Gamer Freak Army. We got a lot of news yesterday. Or yesterday when I'm filming this right now. And it broke my brain, so I couldn't film it yesterday. So, first off, we got some new forms of old Pokemon. Because I guess certain Pokemon are thriving in the Alola region. Such as this thing. Exeggutor has an Alola form, and it has an extremely long neck now. I liked Exeggutor before. It was an awesome Grass Psychic, but I guess now they got rid of that because it's Grass Dragon now. And it has a little head and a little tail part. It looks funny, but I like it. It looks cool. Okay, next up we also got new forms of Vulpix and Ninetales. They got the new ability Snow Cloak. And Vulpix went from a pure fire to a pure ice, and Ninetales went from pure fire to Ice Fairy. Which is really kind of interesting, because I don't know... Do we have any Ice Fairy types? That might be a new typing. Huh. Cool. And also, last but not least, we got new forms of Sandshrew and Sandslash, which also got the Snow Cloak ability, and got an Ice Steel typing, which is really cool. And Sandshrew looks like a little igloo. He's so cute. He looks like he's made little ice bricks. And then Sandslash is just amazing now. I like the ice spikes instead of the ground spikes. And I love how his claws are just all straight and they just hook at the end. He just looks awesome. I don't know what they're going to do with the shiny version. I think they should go back to the original color scheme for shiny versions, because that would be awesome. Like, Sandshrew and Sandslash would be the normal brown coloring, and like Vulpix and Ninetales, Vulpix would be the original reddish color, and Ninetales would be that light tan. But that's not the only news we got. We also have new Pokemon, including Mudbray, a pure ground type that evolves into Mudsdale. It gets the same ability as Mudsdale, which is Stamina, which is awesome. I knew Mudsdale couldn't be a standalone Pokemon. I mean, it could have been, but just didn't have the right feeling to be a standalone Pokemon without a pre-evolution. I mean, it's like 8 feet tall and can lift over and weighs over a ton, I guess, yeah. So, and also Mudbray is an ant because it can lift a whole bunch more than it weighs. So, next up we got the cute little things like being Fomantis and Lurantis. Fomantis they're both strictly grass type. I would have thought they would be grass bug, and they get the ability Leaf Guard, which is interesting. Next up, we got the evolution of Gumshoos, which is Donald Trump. It just is Donald Trump. An older, grumpy-looking Donald Trump, but it just is him. Just look at it. It's Donald Trump. Then we got Minior, which is one of my favorites that we've gotten so far. Its Shields Down ability, I think when it gets hit with a super effective move, it turns into its other form. It's a rock flying type, and its other form looks like this. Minior's Core. And it looks like when it gets hit with a super effective move, the Shields Down ability makes its defense go way down. But I would think its speed would just skyrocket after that. So I'm going to get one and I'm going to train it up in a lot of defense and HP. And it's going to be a tank. It's going to tank up all of the hits. And the last one we got is Oricorio. I think I'm pronouncing that right. And it has a unique style for each region, for each island. The Bele style is a fire flying. The Pom Pom style is electric flying. Pow style is psychic flying. And Sensu style is ghost flying. And they said they are supposed to have a move that represents their typing. So we have Stab Fire, Stab Electric, Stab Psychic, and Stab Ghost coming up, which is awesome. I think my favorite is the Sensu style. I just like the style of it, and I just really enjoy the Ghost typing. Also, I choose to believe, that these are going to correspond with the Island Guardians. So Tapu Koko is going to be found on the same island that the Pom Pom style is. And if I'm right, that means the other 3 islands are Fire, Psychic, and Ghost for the Island Guardians. I also believe that the Minior's core is going to be a different color based on the island, because they seem to be doing a lot of that type of stuff. But that is not the only thing we got. We also got maybe a replacement for gyms. We got Island Trials, and we got to meet the Trial Captains. Malo has the specialty in the grass type. She seems like a cook, and I really hope that she is the one that Ash is going to travel with in this new region, because you need a cook. Second is Lana, which is the water type, and when I first saw that name, all I could think was Nana from Elfenlied, but she doesn't have pink hair or horns, so never mind. She does kind of have the same hairstyle, though. And I like that spear thing she's holding. So she uses water types. So next up is Sophocles, whose specialty is the electric type. He looks like the fat kid that nobody ever chose to be on their team. I can relate. Hashtag relatable. So he just looks like the nerd. He even has the cool Game Boy shirt with the link cable. And finally, the badass of the group, Kiawe, who looks like the bad guy, the big evil demon thing in Street Fighter, which is cool. He uses the fire type, obviously, but he could also use the dark type. That wouldn't be very hard to switch between. But I think he's the coolest out of the 4. Okay, next up we have Ride Pokemon. And in this game you will be able to ride at least Mudsdale, Tauros, Stoutland, Charizard, and Sharpedo, which is amazing. Just an awesome lineup. Charizard I can't wait to fly around with. I also want to ride on a Mudsdale or a Stoutland, because Stoutland is awesome. Also, I'm kind of jumping around a lot, but when you finish all the island trials, or when you finish an island trial, you get to battle the Kahuna of the island. Hala being the Kahuna of Melemele Island, which we kept wondering who this guy is that gave us our first Pokemon in the past trailers. Now we know who he is, which is, I guess, cool. Next up, we have some weird stuff. Z moves, which is Dragon Ball Z but Pokemon. So Pikachu can unleash its full force Z power. So I guess if a Pokemon, there's going to be all 18 types of these Z moves, and if a Pokemon can learn a move of that type and is holding the correct stone, and you are wearing the Z bracelet thing, that Pokemon can use a Z move, which is kinda cool. and you can unleash a Z move once per battle, so it's kind of like Mega Evolution. I really wonder if Mega Evolution is returning in X and not X and Y. That's where it came out. I really wonder if Mega Evolution is coming back in Sun and Moon, because that would be amazing. Because I want to ride on a Mega Charizard Y. Okay. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I guess I'm going to have a comment thing. So if you're playing Pokemon Go right now, leave a comment, tell me which team. Team Valor for the win. Bye!